This is another great recipe you can stake your life on. It's my homemade crumpet.
Whether you're cooking for 2, 3, or even a gang, some of the best brunch dishes are always the simplest. These crumpets are absolutely delicious, and it's a great end to a fantastic brunch. First off, we're gonna make the mix. What do you think of growing up? The smell and the taste of amazing crumpet, it never leaves you. To make the mix, the secret is to bring the milk up to the boil, but do not boil it. The minute it boils, turn it off and let it sit there. Now, flour in, a nice pinch of salt in. Now, add half a teaspoon of bicarb. That gives it aeration and really lifts the mixture up. All those lovely little holes. A nice pinch of sugar. And then a teaspoon of yeast, dry yeast. Now, once the milk's boiled, turn it off and add some warm water. About 10 tablespoons, 150 ml. That cools down the milk, but more importantly, it doesn't destroy the yeast. Half of the milk in first, stop, and give that a really good mix. Now, the rest of it. You can just see that there's no lumps through there as it drips through the whisk. Now, we're looking for it to double in size and get nice and light.
So pop in a warm place whilst you get on with the delicious topping.
Beautiful strawberries, but caramelised, almost like a very quick strawberry jam. Pan on. Just slice these in half. Some sugar, a couple of tablespoons. We're going to take the sugar to a nice light caramel. It's just starting to change colour now. Turn the gas down, and we're going to add the strawberries. Beautiful. Just sweating the strawberries down quickly, and the caramel's breaking down. And a wonderful glaze on the strawberries. Some lemon grated into the strawberries. Gives it that kind of freshness that really starts to break down the strawberries. Nice. Gas up. Smells incredible. Some lemon juice. Touch of balsamic vinegar in. That gives it that really nice, delicious tartness. Now, off it goes. As the strawberries start to cool down, it will naturally thicken and set beautifully. Nice. Now, for the crumpet. It's almost doubled in size, but be very careful you don't knock the bowl because it can sort of push out all that air. It's aerated, it's nice, it's light. Just see the texture. She's ready to go. Touch of oil in. In we go.
Instead of making normal small crumpets, I'm making a giant one, ideal for sharing.
Now, turn the gas down. You can just start to see a traditional crumpet-style cooking process. We want those nice, tiny little holes on top and that crispy, crunchy base. Right now, it's time to add the butter. Just slide the butter down the back. That gives it a really nice, nutty flavour at the end. Fish slice. And flip. Beautiful. Take that out. Take the jam. Spoon it over. The secret is for the juice to sort of run inside all those little holes. Think of that tartness of the balsamic vinegar. The strawberries, beautifully soft and almost pureed, wrapped in that delicious caramel. Now, finish that with a nice ball of creme fraiche. Let that sit there. And that is an amazing way of finishing off a traditional brunch with something sweet, something delicious, and something you're dying to tuck into.
Soft, fiery, and irresistible. Spicy pancakes.
One of the secrets to good cooking is learning to use your imagination. When it comes to brunches, you don't have to stick to the old standbys. These delicious, spicy pancakes are a really great alternative, but more importantly, so easy to do. Start off by toasting your cumin. It's a dry roast, basically. Non-stick pan, just a touch of seasoning. The salt helps to dry out the cumin even more. And then fresh ginger. Slice them nice and thinly. Stack it back up, and then just slice nice little thin slices in there. And then keep that bunched up. Shake the chili.
Removing the seeds will prevent things getting too hot.
Now, garlic. Nice. Now,
add olive oil to your toasted cumin seeds, and in with the garlic, ginger, and chili.
Lovely. And it feels strange when you talk about garlic for breakfast, but the time I spent in India, everybody was eating something savoury for breakfast. It was extraordinary. Into your bowl.
And set aside. Next, the pancake filling. Add olive oil to a hot pan.
Mustard seeds in. Now they'll start dancing the minute they hit the pan.
Then finely slice an onion.
Onions in. A little teaspoon of turmeric. Sprinkle that in. And look at the colour. An instant change. Leftover potatoes. Just slice them. The smell is incredible. Potatoes in now. Spread the potatoes across the pan. I want the potatoes stained. I want them sort of absorbing all that really nice turmeric, acting like a sponge. Season those potatoes, and it really helps to bring out the spice beautifully. They're ready. Turn off the gas and let them sit there and absorb all those flavours.
Back to the pancake batter. Add plain flour to your cooled garlic, chili, ginger, and cumin seeds.
A touch of salt and pepper. Nothing worse than the bland pancake. 1 whole egg, milk. Hold the jug with one hand and whisk with the other. The secret is to get that really nice, smooth paste, but whisking that egg first. That brings it together, and then your milk in. Don't put all the milk in, because then you're going to get a lumpy pancake mix. And if you put less milk in, it really helps it not going lumpy. Look at that. Milk in. And the secret for me is to have a nice thin mix. Now, just a little teaspoon of oil. That helps to bring a nice crispy edge to the mixture. Now, just taste. That's the texture. Pan on. The larger the pan, the better. It helps to create a nice, thin, even surface. I want that mix going all the way around the pan. Before you put the mixture into the pan, make sure you give your pancake mix a really nice stir. Pan is nice and hot. Turn down the gas. A touch of olive oil in. Get that nice. Whisk with one hand. Pan to the mix. In. 1.5 ladles. And then roll it around. So it's really nice and thin. I want to see the ginger, the garlic. That's what I'm looking for. In there. Now back onto the heat. It only starts to remove from the bottom of the pan and lifts itself up once it's cooked. These little bubbles confirm that it's just starting to lift off the pan. A little shake, that releases it. And then just shake it to the end. And toss. If you haven't got the confidence of tossing, then use a spatula and turn it over. Now, that's exactly what I want, that nice sort of crisp edge around the side. The colour on the pancake is so important. Now, roll it round and just let it slide out beautifully. Now, for the exciting part, filling them. Take your potatoes, just sort of have a really nice imaginary line. And then just very carefully roll that nice and tightly. Tuck it underneath there, pull it back, and roll. Beautiful.
The delicious pancakes are ready to eat, but with a simple dipping sauce, they'll be a real treat. Just mix chopped coriander with natural yogurt.
That's a really nice cooling agent. Sit that on the side. And that, for me, is a great brunch. Delicious, spicy pancakes. Amazing.